Hey guys, welcome to Pages with Sidra. Today we are going to start chapter 685 of Magic Emperor. If you haven't watched the previous chapters, make sure to check them out on my channel. Now, without any delay, let's dive into the chapter. Zhuo Fan stepped again with one down and closed in on Song Shan. Watching his brother reduced to fertilizer, Song Shan was scared out of his mind. But even if he ran, could he escape the likes of Zhuo Fan? Seeing Zhuo Fan upon him, he could only stake it all. Mountain and forest shadow, the crushing mountain. Boom. He pushed out both his palms as he shouted. With a loud rumble, the green power rolled forward, like a 1,000-meter-tall mountain, straight for Zhuo Fan. Such a blow would render anyone's body to a pulp. A shame he wasn't dealing with just anyone. In the face of Zhuo Fan and his soaring Qilin arm famed through the world for its unmatched strength, he might as well be attacking with a toothpick. Zhuo Fan's mouth split into a nasty grin. His right hand flashed as he punched. Boom. The earth-shaking sound came from Zhuo Fan's sacred arm, striking the green power the same way towering waves fell upon a sand castle. It crushed it to harmless motes of light. What came next was a relentless gale that ripped at Song Shan's body. His figure was gone and replaced with a red cloud, raining down thick crimson droplets into red rivulets. It was clear to all this was the miserable ending. The once excited audience gawked. Every time I see him, it feels like he's a new man, a new abomination. It puts all my effort into cultivation over the years to shame. Even if I were to fight him, I still can't beat him. Xie Tianshang shook his head and sighed. When Tao's face twitched. Tianshang, what the hell had your friend been eating to end up like this? He's inhuman. And you, Han Yunfeng, didn't you say he's going to take 15 minutes against the twins? He barely took a second. How should I know? Han Yunfeng rolled his eyes. I told you he's terrifying. I bet the last punch wasn't even his all. I just can't imagine where all his strength ends. How could a freak like him be allowed in the double dragon gathering anyway? Wu Qingqiu took a deep breath and sighed. His reputation precedes him. Zhuo Fan is outstanding. You haven't seen anything yet. Wait till he becomes a true savage. That's when you'll see his power. Yan Mo recalled his miserable experience and sighed. We didn't even get to see his soul yet. Wu Qingqiu cried, soul? He's in the radiant stage and already formed his soul? Oh please, how the hell is he supposed to fight an ethereal stage expert if he didn't have a soul formed? Glancing over, Yan Mo sighed. Here's a newsflash for you. He doesn't just have a soul form, but it is also something incredible. How do you know? Did you see it? Wu Qingqiu looked at him hard. He nodded, then shook his head. What I mean is, I sort of saw it and didn't. At that time, he only half-released it. Yet that was enough to almost take my life. If not for the girl in his arms stopping him, I wouldn't be here talking to you. You fought him and lost. Wu Qingqiu gasped. He knew just how strong Yan Mo was. While not better than him, of course, but he was a true expert in the Western lands. The best genius in Western lands could beat him, no problem, but getting him to leave his life was another matter. Wu Qingqiu turned a startled face at Yilin. Junior brother, your opponent is freakishly strong. Of course. How else is he to match me? Yilin grinned excitedly. I told you, none of you are worthy of fighting him except me. Because we are destined rivals, he. Meanwhile, Zhuo Fan finished dealing with 2 flies and started looking around. Zhuo Fan's eye twitched and charged forward. He clawed at some bush and grabbed a mote of green, Song Lin's soul and Song Shan's soul. With one last disappearing act, Zhuo Fan was back to his original spot, but this time with an extra nasty grin on his lips as he said to the 2 motes in his hands. Go ahead, run. Demon scheming sect's disciples snickered over. The 2 souls were shaking in fear. You picked the wrong guy to mess with this time. You up and challenged Steward Zhuo and got what's coming to you. Ha ha ha. The Tsung twins were ashamed, crying out in anger. You destroyed our bodies, and now you dare kill us? We are from the Heaven Trailing sect, the head of Tianyu's 3 guardian sects. Head my ass. When we kick you down a notch, we'll be the head. Ha ha ha. Zhuo Fan grabbed the 2 and knocked them into each other so hard they saw stars. The rest were laughing even harder now. In flashes of light, Ren Song and his gang entered the stage. Seeing the demon scheming sect team laughing and joking, Ren Song looked around, puzzled. Where are Song Shan and Song Lin? Did they get sent to a different area? Ren Song's shout. Hey, the lower sect. were the Shan and Lin. You re-surprised we're still alive, aren't you? Are you thinking they should have been on me the moment they came here? Zhuo Fan mocked. Ren Song's brow shook, and he looked at Zhuo Fan incredulously. How does he know that? Zhuo Fan grinned as if he had read his mind, then shook his head as he extended his palms holding the two motes. Because they did it just now. A shame they lost, ha ha ha. Zhuo Fan squeezed, and under Ren Song's shocked eyes, he watched as the two cried their last and scattered into the air. From now on, the head of Tianyu's 3 guardian sects has changed. Zhuo Fan squinted. Young Master Ren, who is the cat and who is the mouse, I wonder? Zhuo Fan snickered. Qi Chonglong and the others behind him snickered, strutting for Ren Song's team with taunts and jeers. From now on, Tianyu's first guardian sect was taking a rain check. Zhuo Fan shook his head and smiled. On account of your exquisite manner yesterday, I am inclined to give you a chance. In a team battle, the rule says that the door outside will open after 3 hours, and the fight finishes regardless of the outcome. So didn't you say you're quite familiar with the area? So be a good mouse and scurry along for a hidey hole. And if we find you all in the next 3 hours, then it's only right that the cat gets to eat its prize, ha. Demon scheming sect's disciples cracked up, filled with contempt for them. Steward Zhuo wanted to toy with them to their last breath. 10, 9, 8. Zhuo Fan lifted his arm and started the countdown. Kuei Lang and company grinned in Ren Song's direction, waiting for them to flee like rats. I have never been more insulted in my entire life. 3, 2, 1. Yet when it came to choosing between dignity and life, Ren Song could only think of himself as he ran like the wind under the audience's ridicule. The other disciples thought even less, going after their young master like good gophers. That's it for today's chapter recap. If you enjoyed the breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with the latest manga, manhwa, and manhwa recaps. Got thoughts on today's chapter? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear your take on the story. See you in the next one. Until then, keep turning the pages.